Alright guys, it's been a while since I have brought you into my backyard. It's a little bit of a mess right now. We're just coming off of a rain and I have been getting into my fall harvest. So let me just let you take a look. I've been rearranging a few things. Here are a few plants that my neighbor gave me. He gave me those as well as a few elephant ears. This is the interesting part. This is what I consider my trial and error area. So whenever I want to try something, I kind of put it here. These are different types of lilies that I have gotten in pots, and whenever they die off, I just plant them here and they always come back. So this is a sugar cane that my cousin Eric gave me. He gave me 3 stalks, and I took one of them and cut it up, and I actually threw it out here. And as you can see, I have it staked up because it fell over one day after a hard rain and it began to root itself into the ground, and that's how quickly they can root. And then here's a second one coming up beside it. Me and my nephew are just very intrigued by it, so we're just gonna leave it. So here is a few more things that I'm growing. I'm trying to prolong the season. I got some gherkins growing in there, and this is one of my apple trees. It took a hit after a storm. The bugs really attacked, so I've been spraying neem oil on both of them. I got these from Ison's Nursery, and as small as this one is, it did produce fruit this year. These are some green onions that I purchased. I clipped the tops off of them, used the tops, and then I just buried them, and as you can see, they are regrowing. Here's some volunteer watermelon plants. They'll die off. I'm not worried. I'm just going to leave them alone. But here are the carrots are coming up that I planted. I got quite a bit of seeds from Baker Creek, so I threw some in there, some carrots in there. And here are my sweet potatoes. They'll be ready to go by Thanksgiving. My small little Persian lime, my Meyer lemon. So when I got this Meyer lemon, it was just as big as this orange tree, but it took a hit in the wintertime and I cut it down, and it is growing back beautifully. This is my garlic that I planted. It hasn't rooted just yet. Here are some collard greens that have been getting decimated by the bugs, but they will come back. I sprayed them down. I just have to spray them every day. And then I threw some kale seeds in here that I got from Baker Creek, and as you can see, they're growing. I use kind of these pop-up nets that I purchased from Amazon. And this garden bed is waiting on some strawberries to come from Ison's. I'm gonna put them there, add them to this one that I've had for years. I've had this one for about 2 years. It was in a pot and I transplanted it there. This is an experiment that I am trying that I saw Lady Led do. I purchased some lettuce. I clipped the outer leaves. They had roots on them, so I planted them. This is some parsley that I planted, so it's popping up. And underneath this pop-up net, you can see I have Swiss chard, beautiful as can be. I have some cabbage that's growing because it's been under this pop-up net. It didn't get hit as bad as the cabbage did. Here is what we call mountain mint. It looks a little bad right now, but in the springtime it's amazing. It is a great pollinator. That plus the oregano are amazing pollinators, and they bring a lot of different bees and things to my garden, which I love. This is a rogue garlic that's popping up. And then this, as you guys know, I traveled to Germany this summer. This is a pack of seeds that I brought back with me. It's like a pumpkin, a cross between a pumpkin and a squash, but we all know pumpkins are in the squash family. But it is growing wonderfully, as you can see. as well as I'm going to come around so you can see that I have zucchini as well. But I did put it on a trellis because it was growing crazy. And of course, I have some little poles made into a teepee because I have some beans that are growing here and I want them to go up that. I have some peppers. They're a little late. I'm just going to wait and see if they produce anything. And then as you can see here, I dropped some snap peas as well as some sweet peas in here. So they are trying to pop up. This is what you call your cone. I have a purple one as well as I have a regular one. And this is like a cross between a potato and a pear, and it grows as a root crop, and it takes probably about 7 months to grow. I grew it a couple of years ago, and I grew it last year actually, and when I went to throw the plant away, it shocked me that amazingly it had a beautiful yacon underneath it. So as you can see, this plant is doing its thing. And like I told you, I got these seeds when I was in Germany. I brought these back, as well as, if you can see in there, it's a zucchini plant. I brought all those back from Germany with me, so I can't wait to see how that is. I have some beautiful basil. I just love the way it smells. I'm trying to grow as much as possible so that I can hang my items to dry. Here is some ginger that, of course, I grew from store-bought ginger. Here are my fig trees. Oh, that ginger smells so good. So this is Celeste fig, and then this one, as sad as it looks, but I just got them. This one is a brown turkey fig, and of course, you guys saw my orange tree. It's my doggy. He's following me around. Come on, Beanie. So I'm going to take you to my other area, and I also keep some other flowers around my garden. I kind of sit them up on the garden bed, and as you can see, these are fairly inexpensive garden beds that I learned to put together from the Grow Family Network. I'm gonna walk you through my backyard, and of course I'm always trying to find flowers on sale, and I wait till this season, and they usually put them on sale for $1, and then I bring them home and I rehab them. I bring them back to life, and of course then my backyard looks amazingly beautiful. Then here is a beautiful mint plant. It has some mint on it, and then of course it has some flowers, which brings the bees. My rosemary, I clipped some back so you can see that bare area right there. And then here is more ginger. As well as some collard greens that really have gotten eaten up. But try to knock all the worms off and spray them. I'll come back out and spray them with neem oil. You see those nice little green worms. And then here, watch out, Beanie, is my funk juice. Little banana peels, 511, and water, and it's been going for a little while. But guys, that is my fall garden as of. I have a few other things that I'm going to put down. I want you to see this humongous tree in my backyard though. So some people would love to have this evergreen in their backyard. Guess what? I don't. And the reason why I don't is because I could actually put a trellis there and put some grapes there. So soon I will have someone come in and they're going to cut that down for me. And I'm going to put some grapes there, as well as I'm going to put 2 pear trees there. And I spoke to the guy at my local nursery at Trusty Farms, and he told me how I can just keep them cut down. I can keep them pruned, and I can keep them at the height that I want them. So thank you for going on this garden tour with me. Show me what you guys are working with. Oh, this is one other thing I would love to show you guys. So this is some roses as well as some canna lilies. Now, guys, at a certain time of the year, we cut these all the way down to the ground. And as you can see, they come right back up. And I love it. But thank you for going on this garden tour with Food by Faith. We enjoy talking with you. We enjoy seeing you. Thank you for all the people that I've learned from. Thank you, Miss Linda, Miss T Nog. Thank you, Back to Our Roots Homestead. Thank you, Homestead Heart. Thank you, Lady Led. Thank you to the amazing Grow Family Network. I have learned so much from him. I enjoy going to his channel. So you guys make sure you go over to his channel because I've learned a lot about gardening on a budget. So thank you guys, and I'll see you soon.